to this episode of the Gamma Room.
Yep.
I'm your host, once again, DJ, aka Logic. With me, I got the co-host with me. It's Katie, aka Trendsetter.
Trendsetter in the building.
And to my left over here, we have the distinct pleasure of welcoming to the Gamma Room.
All right.
Two of our, we call them recent legends.
Yeah.
They're legends to us.
Talk about it, boss.
They're legends to us because these are our two ADIs.
Word.
When we came across and came into this world called Gamma. All right. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves though. To my left, immediate left.
I guess.
Yeah, Mr. Cool
What's
over
going on, y'all? Fire Boy, aka Mr. Musically Inclined.
Okay.
All right, and that's me, Juggernaut. You know what I mean? That's who I am.
As you can
Fine,
see,
baby.
they the cool ones in Gamma. You know what I'm saying? When you want to get yourself together and be cool, you call on these guys.
Hey,
you know
listen, I don't know about that cool. Well, Juggernaut, yeah. This one sitting to my left though. Let me tell you something. If you go through him, you worthy of being a Gamma man. I tell you that right there. So
that's fact though.
that's
fact
one.
though.
That's one of the ones I will always tell everybody I hold in high esteem. So, like I said earlier, it's a pleasure for us to have these two gentlemen here with us today on this episode of the Gamma Room. And we're just gonna talk about a few things, talk about some experiences, talk about things that we got coming up here in the future. And I noticed that you did a Gamma Room with Taz.
Yeah. Shout out to
Shout out
Taz.
to Taz.
You know.
Did y'all see it?
I seen it. I looked at it today.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah.
I thought he held his own. I think he did a good job.
He kept his shirt on.
He kept his shirt on.
He kept his
shirt on. And I don't think you caught that either when he said, I'm wearing a shirt today.
I didn't, but
That's the first thing that goes.
That's always the first thing that goes.
The first thing that goes his shirt, man. But no, he real talk. You did a good job, Taz. If you hear this, man, we appreciate you. Good job, and can't wait to have you on the Gamma Room again. Thank you for filling in. All right. Also, I noticed that we talked about a couple of recent events that are going on.
Right.
I won't mind getting y'all take from some of these events. One, we got to go back to this barbecue.
Yeah.
At my house.
Yeah.
Our Gamma Summer Barbecue. It was located over at my place. You know what I'm saying? We had well over 100, 200 people there. In my experience, it was a wonderful experience. It was good to see Gamma. It was good to see the green and blue out there representing. It was good to see families and kids, out there having a good time, spouses, girlfriends, whatever. Well, what was your experience, bro?
Man, the funniest part was when the DJ packed up. Somebody pulled out a Bluetooth speaker.
Hey, Pixels was like, nah, the party got to keep going, bro.
The party is not over.
It ain't over just because the music on.
You know what I mean? So that was like the funniest part because it was like, okay, yeah, DJ, the music got cut off.
Yeah.
Everything was kind of slow for like 5 minutes. And somewhere a speaker just appeared. It seemed like it fell out the sky.
It
did. And then
did.
we turned it up for another minute. It seemed like another 2 hours. I don't know.
It was longer than 2 hours.
Yeah,
So
I think it was.
First
I
of
think
all,
it was 2
I
hours.
didn't even know the DJ was gone. So the music never skipped the beat to me.
Yeah.
I heard the music die down and come right back. You know what I'm saying? Then I started seeing drones in the air.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, we're really doing it up. Everybody left the yard, and then the pool was popping.
Yeah.
And then the drones is unclassified.
No, yeah, definitely unclassified.
Yeah,
Nah,
it was a vibe though. Like, the food was great, the vibes. You know what I mean? Like, everybody was having a good time. We were drinking and toasting, taking pictures, line dancing, anything you could think of. Man, we were just out there having a ball.
Word.
Well, of course I missed because I had to be at work.
Yeah.
Hey,
As per the
he was there for a hot second though.
I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
we got on demon time when the sun went down.
Oh nah, that was straight demon time.
Goodness, man, that was on.
That was not. That
was a vibe.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was a vibe. Yeah.
for sure.
But to answer your question, Taz, I heard your question. Yeah, man, it's probably gonna be in my place again next year. We can't do anything less. That's got to be the standard now. You know how we do. We set standards,
Yeah.
and that's the bar. So yeah, no doubt, man. Gamma and my place is always, synonymous. We're gonna do things at my
Facts.
place when it comes to
Facts.
Gamma. I'm
Facts.
good with that. All right. What else did we have coming up? Not coming up, but recent. What else we had that was recent?
Well, I mean, when it came to, we had the boat. We also the boat ride. We talked about that, but we also just had the cruise, the Greek.
Oh yeah, the Greek cruise. Cruise to Greek with some
I
of the
just seen the
brothers.
pictures on
Yeah.
social media. I mean, it looked like they had a good time. I ain't seen none of the younger cats there, but
OGs
the
represented.
OGs represented for sure.
I'm sure we're gonna put some pictures up. Y'all be able to see some of them up here soon. So
Yes, sir. All the pictures gonna be right here. And you gonna see how Gamma gets down when they go to Greece. So,
yep. So
yeah,
we're
man.
not just we're not just local and country, yo. We're going international with this.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So, yeah, that was pretty hot to see that. Y'all had the sale,
Yeah, the
the
sale.
green and blue sale. I heard that was I wasn't able to attend, but I heard that was popping.
I think we took it over. Yeah, we took it over. Hey man, you gotta come. You gotta be out there with
Hey,
with the.
you gotta get
know
the
what I'm saying? You gotta
listen.
get going.
He got to get that bag.
Yeah,
right now,
he
man.
do gotta get the chicken.
Run it up.
Yeah. I ain't mad at the chicken. You gotta get the chicken how you get the chicken.
Okay, we gonna run it all back for him though.
Yeah.
We're gonna run it all
Oh
back.
yeah, this is we're gonna run it back, probates, all that stuff.
All of that.
Again,
Speaking of the probate,
yeah.
y'all didn't talk about the probate.
Well, we really didn't get to talk about it. I mean, I put it at the end of the joint, just to let
Probate was
people
crazy.
know. But the probate, I mean,
Probate was crazy.
That was like the kickoff.
Yeah.
I think
For the
it
whole summer.
started the whole shenanigans for the summer. I think.
Yeah, probate was definitely something special.
Yeah. I mean, we had it at the Tower Auditorium.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Shout out to them. But it was definitely a good time. All the brothers from DC came and showed love, and again, shout out to the Blueprint. They definitely showed out.
Yeah.
Set another standard. As far as how we should get down as far as an organization.
That's right.
Yeah, that should be it should be like that every time.
Time.
That should be the formula moving forward. It should always follow that same formula.
Facts. So
that's crazy that y'all say that, because that's gonna kind of lead us into one of our topics of today.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
Everybody up here has been part of the induction team.
Yeah.
In some shape, form, or capacity. So I'm curious. From y'all brought us through. I'm your first line. He's your second line.
Yeah, that's true.
So our experience, we only have one line, so it's different from us. But could y'all talk about y'all experiences as an induction team member, and then talk about the differences in the lines, not just the numbers for part, because I know that makes a big difference. But what was the difference, and what did y'all get from that, and what standards do y'all believe y'all set?
I would say, can I say line?
Yes.
So I'll say with DJ, with you and Two of a Kind. Well, I'll put this out. I was really hard on them, and he can attest to it. I was really hard on them. Why? Because I was going through a process of my own outside of Gamma. So I was kind of like getting my get back. But I mean, it wasn't like on purpose. But
I love them now. That's all I gotta say.
It was. But hey, man. But when it came to Two of a Kind, man, they were a sharp group. Two best friends. So it was excuse me, it was kind of easy for them to come back and be prepared, because you have one in Logic, who is a logical thinker. He wants to analyze a whole lot of stuff, and then you had Grandstand, which is the
showman,
the showman,
he's the fireworks,
the firecracker. He's
the 4th of July,
Mr. Get It Poppin'.
He wants to be Mr. Poppin'. So for them to have that dynamic together and mesh it into one, and no conflict, no nothing, it was actually easy But like I said, me going through something, I was trying to make it be kind of fun for all of us. You know, it was fun, wasn't it?
No,
It was.
no,
It was fun for me.
It
well,
was fun.
no. It
But
wasn't.
it was fun, but it was
at the end of the day, y'all trusted us.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
it was
To get
it was
through
after
what
that
y'all had
first
to go
part,
through,
after that
you know?
first form.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Then it became. I ain't gonna say fun. It became a task that I knew I had to complete. You know what I'm saying? It became something that, like, yo, I'm not gonna let this beat me.
Facts.
I'm overcome this joint.
Yeah.
You know, so
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, on the second line, which was what was your line?
Oh, we was Renaissance King. He's acting like he don't know who we
Yeah.
are. We are
Who
Renaissance
was-
King. Hold on now. Time out now. Hold on. Time out now. Yeah, like come on now. Y'all made us. How y'all gonna forget us? That's just like me saying who is the blueprint. Like yo,
I named
we
y'all
molded that.
the Renaissance Kings.
Thank you
know
very
what I mean?
much.
So, the difference that I saw mainly was, the Renaissance Kings. They actually had to get to know each other.
They was crybabies too.
I second that motion.
So another
Nigga,
thing
speaking
is
that, hey, look, I love y'all brothers.
another
We
thing
was that.
about that line is, and I heard this a lot as I've been part of the fraternity, is that I'm busy. So everybody who comes in is saying they're busy. Newsflash, we picked you because you're busy. We see you doing something in the community or in the world in some
That
way,
is
shape,
true.
form, or fashion.
That's true.
Right? So we don't even care that you're busy. So if you say that, we're like, okay, yeah, sure. But on the day that I would say they hit the wall, right? I was in Oklahoma and Trendsetter called me and they were talking about quitting and giving up. And I mean, it was basically about to be a mutiny.
Yeah, it was about to be bad.
I was like, yo, let me talk to y'all tomorrow when I get back to Virginia. So I fly back in the morning, like 7 or 8 in the morning. Then I get back to Virginia and we meet at the park around like 12 or 1 o'clock. And we just have a heart to heart, like, yo, what's going on? Y'all tell me what the situation is, why y'all want to give up, or it's hard, or it's tough, whatever it is, just, lay it out there for everybody. And we just had a man-to-man conversation about what they were feeling and then what we were trying to teach them. And if anybody wants to quit, that would be the perfect time to do it. And at that time, everybody stayed. So I think it's important to note that when people are going through the process, they're going through things at home, they're going through things with their old lady, work, and then we're trying to fit Gamma into their life, but not just for the induction period. We're trying to fit Gamma into your life the rest of your life. So if you're having difficulty in the beginning, infant stages of what we're trying to do, you're definitely going to have problems later on.
yeah, and in saying that, do you think that and this is a little bit off topic, but do you think that is one of the reasons why some guys get through the induction process and then you really don't hear from them too much anymore? They're not as active in the fraternity.
I think it could be a combination of all those factors that I just stated, but also some people may feel like getting through it is the end, right? Like, hey, it's like you win a championship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, that's the end. Well, not now. You got to get back to trying to win another championship. You got to try to do a back-to-back. Then you got to try to do a three-peat. And the more that you keep going back in there, the harder it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then on top of that, being what I was going through with my personal life and being on y'all's tip, what I got from what I was doing is don't always look at the end goal. Go through it day by day, just getting through it. Don't even count. Don't even like do week by week, or don't even look at the end goal. You get through this day, all right, cool. I can survive until the next day.
Right.
Right. I go to this session. All right, y'all, we here. Let's keep it popping and let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
That sounds like combat.
Yeah. I feel like it's always
You kind of
more work to be done.
Yeah.
And I think moving forward, that's something we should instill in every line that comes after us.
I think that's what we were going to get to as far as the blueprint.
Yeah.
Our thing was always the end goal is there's not really one.
Mm-mm.
You don't look at you becoming a Gamma man, the end of it. the process. That's really the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the work that you're gonna put in, or you want, or need, or have to put in, once you become Gamma, it's extensive. A lot of us wear a lot. Like KD said last podcast, I wear a lot of hats. A lot of us wear a lot of hats over here. We do a lot of work because we're out there. Juggernaut out. He's big in the community, huge in the community, and he has so many things going on. So not even and still have the Gamma has his things in Gamma that that he's required to do and attend and prepare and be there for and things of that nature. So the journey don't stop once you become a Gamma man. The journey it really just begins at that moment.
Yeah, I feel like it's like when you graduate high school, like that's the beginning. You know what I mean?
Beginning of life.
People feel like y'all
starts.
made it to the 12th grade. I did all my work, and it's like, okay, that part of it is over, right? Yeah. And then you graduate. Yes, we celebrate you. We're proud of you. But then,
it's like you on your own.
Yeah, you on your own. It's like, okay, you can keep coming to meetings and paying dues, or you could just be like, yo, I got it, and I can wear my hat and shirt whenever I feel like it, but I'm not really out here getting to it. And we want people that are going to get to it. We want you to be just as busy as you were before now with Gamma. Yeah. And you should be relying on your brothers to help you accomplish your mission, because that's what it's really about. That's what the brotherhood is about.
It's definitely about that. Like we always said, that it's about the like-mindedness of us. And that's what keeps us strong and keeps us going and makes us productive and successful at that. It's funny you say that, though, because my wife always say, because I know y'all remember, I felt like I was the busiest man when I came to Gamma. When I was being inducted, man, I felt like I was the busiest man. I still do all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And Gamma. My wife told me like a couple of days ago, she said, when you do something, you all in, you 100%. And she's right. I give my all to whatever I choose to give it, whatever I'm putting in, I'm going to give it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to half it. You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question for the both of y'all. Since y'all was when y'all was both ADIs, and shout out to Lion King, DI Mufasa when we was online. But being that y'all went when y'all was on the induction team versus y'all being online, can y'all kind of give like y'all experiences being online and then going through that process and then carrying that on to what being on the induction team was for y'all? Can y'all kind of?
You want to go first?
I mean, that's cool. I'll say with me, being that I'm a legacy, so with my pops being a Gamma too.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Bobo.
Yeah.
Bobo, that's our dude,
Funk
man.
Mob.
No State College. But
Yes, sir.
with me being a legacy, it was like a whole lot of eyes on me. So of course now, am I gonna uphold how my pops was while I was online?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't being online is not easy for anybody with the information that we have to learn.
Mm-hmm.
But then on top of that, having different personalities, having arguments. It's like arguing with your brother. So it's like, yeah, you gonna argue. You might tussle a little bit, but we all grown. We all come back to the forefront of what we said that we're gonna do and what we're gonna feel. So that's the online process. And being on the induction team, it was even harder because you're in charge. I mean, along with the DI, you're in charge of guiding these guys and protecting these guys from
themselves.
from themselves, pretty much, yeah. So it's like it was, and it's cool, and it was cool for me because of who I was doing it with Ro, and Room, because I mean Room, he really ain't say much. Ro was doing most of the talk, he was doing all the texting, he was doing all the meetups and locations and all this, and then I'm just
the enforcer.
yeah.
So it's like good cop, bad cop.
Yeah. And that's what they said when they crossed. So I mean, it was an experience crossing a line. So it was like you got the best of both worlds because you were in it, and then now you're doing it. So it was definitely.
And for the record, what line? What's your line? Shout them out, man.
My line name's Squad Boy. 4 Squad. 7 the hard way. No other way but the hard way.
Okay.
We started off with 11. We ended up.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
All right.
Shout out.
And we did it. If my fellas on the other side of the screen, they will say the hard.
The hard way. Huh?
Shout out to 7 the hard way.
Okay.
No did it.
So like for me, I say that when I was going through, we were 5 complete strangers. None of us knew each other at all. Right? So we had to literally get to know each other. Like, where you from, and what are you into? Are you married? Do you have any kids? Like a bunch of different things that to build the brotherhood and to build the bond. And our dean of induction was Mike, right? Mike Borum. And Mike is like old school, right? So Mike wasn't playing with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't know nothing about what was going on. It was basically like, yo, just be here and be ready. You know what I mean? If you ain't ready, go find all your people and don't come back until you are ready. So he was very hard on us. Like, he won't.
Hey, look, that's what I was kind of looking for.
Yeah. And when we were going through it, it was like, you basically be mad at whoever ain't there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you ain't there. So instead of being mad at the induction team, you mad at the people that we supposed to be doing this together. Like, yo, bro, where you at? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep calling you. Do we got to come past your house? You know what I mean? So I took everything that I was going through on my line, and I tried to improve it on the next line by making communication be as strong as possible with the line, maybe even making them know a little bit more about the process. And another thing that I thought was critical was being able to document what they were going through. Like, I didn't have any real documentation of what we went through because nobody was taking pictures, or, you know what I'm saying? This is a social media faster driven era. So we didn't have anything to really reference until we got closer to the end. So I was trying to document what was going on.
Did y'all have a scribe?
We did have a scribe. Yeah, we had a scribe.
I'm about to say.
But we didn't have any pictures, videos type things. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to make sure that when Renaissance Kings or Two of a Kind look back on the journey, they can see like, oh man, I remember we were doing this and doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would be added value to the journey that only you're really gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like you're gonna be taking those pictures or videos or documenting it yourself. So that was something that I try to bring to the table. But mainly it was just, communication, helping guys stay informed about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and to stay motivated. Because I feel like sometimes when the line gets long and people don't know what's going on, they start to lose the fire in their eye. Right? So you might start out motivated on day one, and you don't know when the last day is, because we didn't until like the last minute. You know what I mean? But if you give them a target date to aim for, people can stay motivated. So those are some of the things I try to implement and hope to see anything that we put in to move forward with each line going.
Definitely, a lot of those things you mentioned is what we, the current induction team, spoke about before we even started the process with Blueprint. That documentation, making sure that we can get pictures here, get pictures there. It was somewhere up in there we decided to start doing video. You know what I mean? So I think Omega had a big part to play in that part. So we can have this journey, so they can have this look back moment of this journey for them. But that process and a lot of things that you guys instilled in us as we were going through the process, the communication, that was really big, of course. So Trendsetter did a lot of the communicating. Him and Bullseye. The Trendsetter mainly the main communicator. So I took that from y'all.
Yeah.
I had Bullseye as my quote unquote disciplinary, the bad cop.
Yeah.
I took that from Quad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Or Grandstand, he was my let's show it off. How are we gonna make everything that we have right now beautiful? That was put into his hands to make it beautiful. And as y'all can see, at every game day, they will look better, they will sound better, they will move better. So it was a reason why that the three ADIs I have on my team, it was the reason why they were selected by me, because of the work that I know that they can put in and what they contribute to the induction process. And I was kind of like Haroon, I kind of just sat back, a little bit. I did have to get involved a couple of times. One time, I don't know if y'all ever did it. Y'all never did it to us, but they pissed me off. I walked out on them. I'm surprised they talk about it.
Yeah, that was a day.
Yeah.
I think we.
I walked out.
We consider ourselves the Hall of Fame, so we be feeling like, yo, we the best that would do it.
Yeah, but not only did I did it for a couple of reasons, but regardless, it worked.
Yeah,
it worked, and they were able to kind of draw closer. You know what I mean? So even though they may not have had a lot of interaction with me during this process as the DI, that position holds volumes. And it was respected to the point where they're like, okay, let's get it together, guys. You know what I mean? So it brought them closer together as well. Which is why you saw what you saw. And if you came to the probate, if you came to the probate,
it was something special.
You saw the blueprint in effect, in full.
I enjoyed probate.
Yeah, the probate was awesome though.
Yeah, for sure.
What about your experience coming offline and going into a line?
It felt like I was still online. I mean, it really felt like I was on the blueprint.
That's true. You still feel like
and then it was like I just got offline to get back online, so it still felt like I was still going through the process. You know what I'm saying? But I understood the role of, okay, I got to make sure these guys know what's up and know, like, yo, y'all have to know this information. Y'all got to be prepared for whatever come y'all way as far as when y'all get over to Gamma side. When y'all cross over, like, this is what y'all need to know. And then, these guys, the blueprint, they definitely understand what we did, and they definitely, like, just like with y'all, like, I understood after. That process was nuts. But it was like, after everything was done, it was just like, oh, okay, I get it. Now it's time to work. And then I was just ground running, like, all right, let's go ahead and put in this work and let's do what we got to do. So, that's how I felt, just going through that process on the induction side of it, just making sure, like, these guys know exactly what they need to know and not fail them as far as just know this, know that, do this, do that. And when it's showtime. And I think y'all showed me how that works. So it's just like, I definitely took from y'all tool bag and was like, yo, let's keep this tradition going. Make sure that these guys know what they're doing. We showtime, and then, elevating it,
And I had the pleasure of working with y'all. Thank you to Lion King. Working with y'all and being an assistant capacity for the Renaissance Kings, and watching y'all move, watching how y'all interact, how y'all how you was game day ready, or just certain things that I didn't see because I just came offline. So things that I was not privy to while I was online, and watching that whole process and watching how y'all did things, and I was like, okay. Not knowing that I was being groomed, I'm just, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. When he say, hey man, I want you to come out and work with us and just join us, I'm thinking, okay, he just, he like,
it's cool.
They think I'm all right, you know what I'm saying? And they want me to, they know I'm smart, so maybe they just want me to learn some processes and things like that. Never knew that, they were setting you up. They were setting me up for the dope.
Yeah.
He did a Yeah. He did it nice and smooth too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Gave it to him.
He did it at y'all probate.
The final thing about that is when you come offline, when you did like back-to-back lines from the time that you were online, it does. But then when it's like game day, you kind of don't know what you're supposed to be doing because you're so used to being involved,
on the other side.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm standing up, I'm like, I need to sit down. Like I don't got nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? And you sit around because you know what everything that's about to happen.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you can anticipate, all of the movements and everything that is gonna happen, but you're not really part of it. So it's like you sit on the sideline, like, man, I'm ready to get up here and do something. But bro, just have you a seat. You know what I mean? Sit in the back and be quiet.
I remember the first game day you said, "Hey man, this feels funny." I say, "What? I get to sit in the audience."
Yeah. Right. It's like if you were in a movie or a play or something, and then you have to watch new people play your role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I was 2 years ago, you telling people in the audience, I used to be but at the end of the day, there's new people that are doing the exact same thing. And I think that's what's special about being, part of the induction team is that each line gets a new version of what Gamma is trying to be. You know what I mean? Because those guys on y'all, on the line that y'all brought up, they didn't see us as ADIs.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So they don't really know the difference. Like when we come in, we're like, yo, man, we know everything that's going on.
Right.
They just look at us like, what am I supposed to call you? Get your name wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What line you were on? Like, bro, how you don't know this? You know what I mean? But it's because they're experiencing you guys as ADIs and us as ADIs. We're in the audience now, so like, we're part of the history of Gamma.
Right.
You guys are like what's happening right now.
Right.
Yeah. It's definitely a difference being on that side.
Yeah.
And watching y'all do y'all thing, and now I'm standing in the front. I remember my first game day. I was like, okay, so listen, I don't know how this go, but we're gonna rock out like this. So it felt good to be able to have that trust instilled by Mufasa and you guys for us to be able to do our things. Y'all saw it in me to be able to pick the right people and to be able to do the right thing. I think I picked the right people, so I think we're a crazy team.
Yeah.
It's gonna end though, because I think that's the next pleasure. I can't wait to get to that part now.
You want to hand the baton?
I'm ready to hand it.
Look,
wasn't we so happy?
Once Renaissance games,
Boy, we were so happy, bro.
I think.
Listen. Listen, I'm over. Look, I'm tired, boss.
That'd be a long year,
bro.
It's a long.
Because
it's like because we basically never stopped. We went from back to back. Like soon y'all finished, we were like, all right, we got to get this other line going. So
it's like that right now.
Same thing y'all doing.
It's like that right now.
You trying to get them through sometimes by particular dates and times.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to make adjustments. But it's like, man, you be ready for it to be over. You be like, boy.
And that's crazy because that's the part when you online, and of course you're not supposed to know. But the thing is, when you're online, you don't know this.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, man, if I only knew what you guys had to go through, maybe we might have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or maybe if Renaissance Kings knew what, how the politics of running a line and all that goes into it, maybe they might have been a little bit,
Which goes back to what we were saying before about how they feel like, oh, if I just get through. Man, when you get through and you get over here, it's going to be so much stuff for you to do. It's like, bro, it's going to be this meeting. You got to be here. Make sure you had this on. That don't have nothing to do with all the stuff you might already been doing by yourself on your own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you're going to be proactive in the organization. So you're going to start seeing like, I got to fit it in. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's exactly what it is. You do have to fit it in. But, anything that's worth doing, like I explained earlier today, if you got you put your all into it, it's something that you're going to do. You're going to do it just because it's you. Mm-hmm. It's who you are. You as a man, this is your word. This is what you say you're going to do. So you're going to do it, no matter what. That's kind of how I feel about it, at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no question. No question.
And I think once this next line is over with, though,
Time to pass the time.
Ooh,
Bring some. Look,
hey,
go
I'm
ahead,
about to
grab you a guy.
I'm a Tom Brady that
You know
joint.
what I mean? Grab you a guy. Be like, yo, hey, come. Hey, I don't want to get out the back. But it seems like we all, hey, come, just sit in with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing though. I ain't gonna let the cat out of the bag, but I got a couple of people. Hey, come on down, check it out a little bit. See, you know, just sit in. In fact, give me some of your opinion. You just came off.
This back clocking stuff. So was it like that for you? Did you like? I just got called up. Like, yo, bro, I think you'll be good for this. Was it like that for you, or
I think
ain't nobody grease no skids for us? It was like, yo, you in?
because I was in the line before him, so I kind of knew what was going on. But at the same time, he wanted like a young line to groom because I mean, with all OGs we got, we ain't getting no younger.
Yeah.
So it's like we gotta it's like a new age kind of thing. We gotta
Step up and take charge now.
But then at the same time we're still building. So you don't want nobody. I mean, don't get me wrong. We'll gladly take. We ain't trying to have nobody about 55 and up. we trying to get some young cats so that we can continue the legacy and continue the history of Gamma Epsilon Theta. So, I mean, for me, it was just, but you want to be down? I was like, I guess. I said, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
It was similar for me. Obviously, I'm a little bit older because I will be 50 in November.
Good God.
So,
you don't look it though.
I appreciate the love.
You know,
Scorpio, right?
Yeah, Scorpio.
Yeah, we here, man.
Okay.
Scorpio,
Yeah, you know.
man.
But I knew that, you know, with anything, the life of it is really bringing more younger people in that understand the assignment. You know what I mean? Because even if you get a lot of people, no matter what age they are, if they don't understand the assignment, it's not going to work. We're going to have 200 people and 50 people showing up to put in work.
Well, see, that's the new. I ain't gonna say new, but it's kind of a refined process of the induction team now. You know, I know a lot of people look at smaller organizations and say, "Oh, they need numbers, they need members." You know what I'm saying? My thing is, yeah, we need members, but we need members that are serious about putting in that work. You know, because you can have a whole bunch of numbers and nobody paying their dues.
Yeah.
What does that do for you? You know,
You can't accomplish the mission.
And then not just that part, it's because not all the way about it's not all about the money, but then you know you out there wearing Gamma colors because you wasn't properly vetted, and you out there doing some mess you shouldn't be doing, representing us, and then now that's put us, our fraternity, in a bad light with the public, or you know what I'm saying. So you really got to be careful with who you allow into your organization, kind of like you letting people in your house. So it's the same way, especially now, because I tell you we do certain things now during this process to where, you know, the decision to allow someone to be part of my fraternity, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I look at it. Like, this is my fraternity.
Yeah.
This is everybody that has crossed over. This is our fraternity. And we're going to allow you to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? You really got to meet that expectation. You have to meet that mold. You have to meet those requirements that we have and that vision that we have as Gamma Epsilon Theta to help, like you said, continue to build a legacy and move the fraternity into the future. Yeah. If you ain't that, we don't need you. Yeah. There could be 100 of y'all and 2 of them. I'll take the 2. Yeah. You know, so.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, bring the people that really want to be here and put in the work.
Hit the ball and roll with it. Yeah. Like right once you out, let's get work.
Let's get to work, man. Let's get to work.
Let's get that shovel and let's go.
Facts, man. We got a little bit more. You know, we got a couple of months left, and then we're gonna pass the shovel over to somebody else.
Exactly.
Yes, Lord.
Somebody get ready.
Somebody.
So that's just bringing me into the next topic. You know what I'm saying? And I want to talk about both of you, of course. You, Josh, been in the fraternity longer than Ro, correct? So, and I know you actually got more. A little bit more knowledge because of Bobo or Pops, your father. So I want to talk about the state of the fraternity. like where it is now, especially when you talk about comparing it, even though it's a short amount of time, it's still different. Comparing it to when you first came in or you was first inducted or even just had knowledge about it. You know what I'm saying? I would love to talk about the state of the fraternity right now.
I would say, and this is going back to like childhood, it's always been like family oriented, and it will never. I feel like that aspect of this fraternity would never die because I mean, all of us combined, if all our kids and
Facts.
we got grandkids.
Yeah,
grandkids. If every one of us would call our kids and all them in here, we have a whole reunion just with us four. But combining everybody, it's always been a family. Because even like for me, I'll call some of my brothers guys who I call my brothers now, they were my uncles. So it's like I see it growing and growing to where really it's kind of out of our reach, really. But it comes from putting in work, putting in the time, putting in and not just that, it's being patient. Because you can't you don't want to do things so fast to where you get lost. And then once things get lost, then we're by the wayside. Then it'll be another 40 years before everything happens. So I see us growing to where even do you remember, and Katie, you was there too. Y'all remember when we did that street pickup?
Yeah.
And we was looking at them abandoned buildings.
Yeah.
And we was like, yeah. Because what if one of those buildings could be our headquarters for you? So it's like,
and I see that coming in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Like
so
it's coming.
With the government now, like we see government in the future, and it's real. So let's keep that motivation.
Yeah. I see new energy, new vibes. So because we keep getting younger, that's helping us to reach a different demographic than what was previously being brought into the fraternity. So that's very important to how much we can build and who we can build with. If you look at the names of the lines, they all kind of seem, much better than some of the other lines before, right? Just the names, right? So that means we've taken enough time to look at what the name should be, what they should represent, because your name is very important,
it is.
Right?
It is.
Like, and you don't get to pick your name,
right?
You know what I mean? So if you get a terrible line name and your name, your own individual name, is something that you don't like or doesn't represent you properly, you may not feel like you want to be as active as you probably could be. But now you're starting to see like Renaissance King. It sounds like, hey, we about to do something.
And on top of that, even like the actual line name.
Yeah.
Like I'll say, my introduction to their line names is bar to none.
Hey, so let me tell you, right? His is good. Actually, I'm gonna keep him up there. But Grandstand
does an excellent job.
Grandstand is right there with him. If just a little bit under, I gotta keep my OG. I gotta keep him on top.
But I think that all of that goes into like how you're building the fraternity and showing. Like at Probate, they really get to see like, oh wow, this is important. You know what I mean?
It's like you're keeping that tradition going.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy because when I crossed, we didn't have no, like it was.
We didn't either.
We did everything. Yeah, and we was done. But now we can. About 6-7 years later, now we got probate because we're having these guys and just rolling with it. But then on top of that, you have the DIs to where it's like, let's go. I'm with it. With Foster and Logic. So it's like it's when we're a part of the induction team, it's like the ball is in our court. Like we run it, even though we have to answer to somebody above us. It's still our one. So it's like we're gonna do what we want to do at the end of the day. But
right.
we're gonna do it in the realm of what we're supposed to do.
Right.
But of course there is black and white. But there's a little bit of gray too.
It's a lot of gray. So it's a whole lot of gray, but
that probate was definitely gray, but it was dope.
That probate was green and blue, baby. That probate was green and blue. That probate was crazy, man.
But what I heard through the probate, especially from the OGs, was like this felt nostalgic. Like
I mean, because that's what they had back in the day.
So it's like for them, the fact that feeling came back, and just even with the gear and stuff like that, like they like, oh man, like I got to get that, and I got to look fly, I got to look the part, I got to be the part. I think when we start to look the part, and people see it, it's kind of like, oh wow. Because again, when we go out doing community stuff, it's just the fact that we have our stuff on. Everybody's looking like, what's that? Who are you?
Same thing when we go in schools.
Yeah, when we go in schools.
But I think with the OGs, man, and those guys before us, what they saw was Gamma being celebrated on a grand stage with a lot of Gamma. We had our shield, we had our banner, we had our colors, we had our letters, we had our paddles, we had coats and jackets, and it was just like, it's nostalgia.
Everything that we didn't have.
I
mean, like for somebody like me to see it, it's like I would have wanted that. And you only really get one chance to cross over, right? So your experience, you guys have made it 10 times better than our experience when we went over, because we didn't even have that to show the world. People came and celebrated us, but it wasn't the same. Like we wore our suit the whole time. Y'all changing clothes, y'all got different outfits.
I put that straight on how y'all did for the Renaissance game. Y'all laid that foundation.
That goes back to trying to implement things that maybe you wish you would have had. Better communication. How about a change of outfits? You know what I'm saying? Like that was crazy. And then y'all went over top of it. Y'all can short sets. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy. You know what I mean? Like a dance routine. Like it's a step, a scroll. You know what I mean? Like all of these things make it bigger and better for when people see it and may be interested. They can go back and look at the probate and be like, man, hey, I don't know what you heard, but I was there.
And that's a selling. That's a selling point. Sure. Just that part right there. Oh, they are really recognizing and celebrating these guys' amazing accomplishment in this manner. You literally presenting them to the world, and they see. You saw the video packages. They saw the struts, the dance, the individualism in each and every one of them. And then they saw them as a line. So it was definitely beautiful. We had some conversations with some of the national guys, some guys from that sit up there a little bit in high positions, and they was thoroughly impressed, with just the probate. I had a guy talk to us about the sands, and he was impressed with that, and even from that moment, from the first time where the location where it was at to this time where it was at, the blueprint time, even that was another improvement because I learned from what happened the first time, and so the next time it's going to be another improvement, so you guys set that standard and set that bar.
Hall of Fame.
Our goal is to continue to raise that bar.
Y'all my ADI. That's so why y'all always gonna have that.
That's right. That's why I said in the beginning.
Me, so.
These are our legends. You know what I'm saying?
I'll put y'all.
These are our legends because they the guys that set a bar for us. Whether it was the standard of learning the information, the communication, how to conduct, act, and walk. How to take care of your brother, how to be there for your brother, and how to treat each other, for the most part. So these guys really set a baseline for how we need to move in the future. So, I see the state of fraternity in the same light that y'all see it. It's so bright right now. The fraternity is so bright right now. But, you said it best, you can't move too fast.
Yeah.
And I think that we have a lot of ideas and a lot of things we would like to implement. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then some guys get, they get a little feely because they're like, no, how you trying to stop me? Because believe it or not, we would all like for our ideas and things to get pushed, but things have to be done in a certain way, order, and fashion. We have rules, we have bylaws, we have a constitution, and things have to be met. And so my challenge, I challenge all of y'all out there, learn your constitution and bylaws so you'll know how you can push things and which way to go. Because that's what I'm pushing myself to do right now. We all up in this constitution, we all up in these bylaws because we want to make sure not only are we doing it right, but when it's questioned.
Yeah, you want to know.
Yeah,
you want to be able to stand on
business. Exactly. Stand on business once it's
page
questioned.
36.
Yeah.
Section 4. I highlighted it for you.
Yeah.
Put your glasses on.
Put them on.
I know you're OG.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. It's all highlighted.
And then, there's positions. If you don't like what's in there, there are positions out there that you can take, or nominate yourself for and try to get those things changed as well.
Right.
I want to shout out anybody who's been in the military or positions of leadership. They tell you, if you don't like it, go get promoted.
Yeah.
And make it better. Change anything that you don't like when you get in a position to change.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because your view of what somebody else sees is different than the people that are actually doing.
That's right.
So if you go in and be like, I don't like coming in at this time. Well, when you get in a position, you can change that time, 7:30 to 8.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Traffic is crazy at this particular time, so let's move it 30 minutes. Whatever you like to do.
Or, we busy on Saturdays. Everybody got families, got games, got stuff going on Saturdays. You know what? I think a good Wednesday evening, everybody's free.
Yeah. You ain't got nothing going on Wednesday.
Yo, that was wild, though.
I ain't putting on this suit.
I ain't even on.
You know what? We can come in. Let's just come in our regular clothes.
That was wild. Man.
Wednesday changed your life.
Hey, look, that changed my life.
You ain't know you ain't had nothing going on Wednesday.
Hey, look.
But the thing was, when that happened, a lot of people showed up. A lot. Because they was comfortable. And they was engaged. And that made a difference. That made a difference to us as the induction team to see people coming out because we feel like that was the support.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So not only was it a good change for us, it was a good change for the fraternity as a whole. So
for sure.
That's just what I'm doing. After me,
we
don't know. We don't know, but got another change coming up for y'all. Y'all see it soon.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's the way I look at the state of the fraternity, and I think we're in a good light as long as we continue to do things the right way and know what's in black and white, understand where to take information, who to take information to, and support each other. The fraternity we're gonna be straight. We're gonna be good moving forward. Anybody got anything else on the state of fraternity, man?
Not really.
I'm just it on that one. Then,
I think so.
I know we got some events coming up. We have by the time this probably air, I'm sure that our first meet and greet for the fall line will already have taken place.
Yeah, we gonna have that.
I got a word.
We gonna have that. Y'all going to Philly?
Oh, I'm going to Philly.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to Philly. Yeah, I'm there. Oh man.
You know what though? Hey, it's a pleasure having Choir Boy here because y'all hear him, right?
Yeah.
This man works. We hardly ever. I can tell you, I can count on just my two hands how many times I've seen him since I crossed.
Hey, I told y'all. One of the reasons why you get picked is because you're busy.
Yeah,
that's right.
You know what I mean? Can you fit it into your schedule? Maybe not.
Maybe not.
We'll figure it out along the way.
Yes,
but as you can see, he's here representing Gamma. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it. But yeah, we do have the meet and greet coming up at on
Or by the time this episode come out, but y'all gonna see with the photos and all of that, how
which would be right about here.
Right about here, so you'll see what's up.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. So and we at the Tap House, the Moon, Blue Moon Tap House over in Norfolk Waterside. That's gonna be the first meet and greet, 7 o'clock on Friday, August 1st. More to come on the second one. And then of course we're gonna get directly into moving forward with whatever the line process is. We also have the Northeast chapter, right?
Yeah, the Northeast chapter, they got the cookout in Philly, August 22nd.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
hey, North NEC, HRC coming up there, man.
We on the way.
We are coming to support y'all.
We're on the way.
Hey, look, we might do a podcast.
We might do a podcast up there with you all.
I gotta order me a new outfit.
Oh yeah, hey, look, man.
I gotta go get something else.
I gotta be. Yeah, gotta be something.
Hey, it's gonna be a great time. I know a lot of us are coming from the HRC to support you all up there in Philly. I'm an Eagles fan, so I already know y'all already know. Take me to the first shot and let me be. Come back and get me in about 4 hours. I'm bringing a whole empty suitcase so I can just fill it up with Philly gear.
Hey, he on his own.
Hey, KOP. That's why I want to go. So yeah, we got that. What else we got?
We got the back to school baseball game.
Okay.
Gamma versus the coaches. That's August 17th on Sunday. It's at 11 o'clock.
And that's also a drive, right?
Yeah, that's the school drive. Again, if y'all want to make y'all donations, make it to Papa Eric. Donate to him. Eric West and
I think we could put the information.
Yeah, we're gonna put the information.
You'll see that right.
Yeah, you're gonna see it right at the bottom there. So make sure y'all tap in. We also got the event. Well, by the time this podcast come out, I think the event be midway. But I know you had your event,
bro.
The innovation.
I got a couple of joints.
Yeah.
I got a camp next week.
Mm-hmm.
So that camp is going to be 5 days at my building over in Portsmouth. It's going to be an innovation camp Monday through Friday. We also doing a national night out, giving away book bags on next Tuesday. So we might have some footage from that right down here.
Yeah, right up in here. We're gonna have the videos popping.
Yes. And, I do know that some of the schools are starting up between middle and the end of the month next month.
Yep.
So I know Gamma Gents mentoring program is going to be back full effect.
Right.
We're going to have Craddock Middle School, and I do believe we have a school over on the peninsula too. So when we find out, or whatever that school is, we'll put it out there for you all to be able to come out and support. But the one thing I do ask is that if you are in the Portsmouth, Norfolk, Chesapeake, Suffolk area, come out and support Craddock Gamma Gents in the Gamma mentoring program at Craddock Middle School on their first day of school back, which I think is the 23rd. I do believe it's the 23rd of August. If not, I'll get that date for you. I would love for us to have green surrounding that door as them young men and young girls walk into that school. Show them that we support them, as an active member in their community. So I'm trying to push that one. That's what I'm trying to push at this moment, is for us to at least show up in full force as Gamma Epsilon Theta, wearing all green to support those kids as they come back to school.
Yeah, that'd definitely be dope if we walk in there with that blue and green.
Yeah, because we already got got that community.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah. But yeah, that's all. I mean, I think that's all we got for now. Y'all got anything? Anything else y'all want to put out?
Just for y'all, I want to tell y'all that after y'all get offline, make sure y'all stay in y'all own little group chat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because that's what we do. We still communicating all the time. Like we just in there talking about everything. You know what I mean? Life, liberty. What's going on with your family.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just stop when your position is over with. I mean, like we literally are always, hey man, what you doing? You know what I mean? Because we have that camaraderie together.
I'm best friends with one. Another one I work with. So, I just got to keep B in my pocket. I got to keep bullseye over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel you. I heard you. We respect that information and appreciate it, actually, because I never thought about it that way. But yeah, the same way we do our line.
And then on top of that, I appreciate y'all for having us too.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
This is my first time being on a podcast. Period.
Oh well,
I mean,
we gonna have
being with a mic ain't nothing.
Nah, that's true.
Yeah.
You didn't know. Hey, he got some pipes on him, yo. He got some pipes.
If you ain't know, they don't call him choir boy.
He can sing. Yeah, we might get him to do the intro of Gamma one day, but we'll see. And the last thing that we got going on, I forgot to mention this. Our next podcast episode, our next episode of Gamma Room will be a very, very special episode.
Right.
We will have someone very special to Gamma Epsilon Theta that we will be interviewing and talking with, and hopefully he can take us on a trip down memory lane.
Word.
And hopefully he can express to us some of the things he see now, hopefully.
Right.
And appreciate the work that's being put in nowadays. So please stay tuned for that. Be on the lookout for that episode of Gamma Room.
Also I want to put out again, I put it out on the last episode or in previous episodes. If you are a part of Gamma, and if you have content, and if you got anything that y'all want to put out, and if you're an active member, because that's very important.
Very important.
It's like, yo, tap in. You see us on this panel, and you see all the group chats be like, hey, I want to put something out. Here you go.
And you ain't got to be from the HRC. We're talking about any chapter out there. Gamma Epsilon Theta, Alpha Beta Gamma, it doesn't matter. If you have something you want aired or put on Gamma Room, put in the Gamma Room, please get it to us. But in saying that, Northeast chapter, have some people ready. I think we're gonna do a little podcast.
We're gonna do a little something
there.
Yeah,
we got to.
Yeah, we're gonna do something.
Put y'all out there,
we gonna put a little setup, and then we just gonna get to talking.
Yeah.
And then we want to know how things going. If y'all got something going on, I mean, if y'all got the induction team up there, DMV. I've heard stuff about the DMV area. What's that?
We got conclave in a couple of months.
Oh yeah, we got that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be your first.
Yeah.
My second.
Yeah, it's in Hampton. So
Sir. Everybody, get out here. Come on back to where it all started.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's make it epic.
Let's make it epic.
Let's go back to that oak tree.
Yes, sir. I like that.
Yeah,
let's get back to that oak tree.
That's dope.
One thing that we are going to do is once we finish these line processes, I think we're going to take Gamma Room on the road, man. There's a couple of places we want to go see and talk with some people. We got to get to the DMV.
Most definitely.
We got to get to the DMV. We got to get, Maryland and Richmond. And, anywhere there's a Gamma brother, we need to get there to them. So we try to put everybody out there, let everybody know what everyone is doing, and put everybody in a good light when it comes to Gamma Epsilon Theta. So
yeah, most definitely. So again, if y'all seeing this, and if you're a part of Gamma, new or old,
new or old,
new or young at heart,
and young at heart, or young at heart.
You're right.
Yeah,
like me.
Because he's 27 for real. I don't believe that 50.
He's the youngest old dude I know.
So but it's a lot of gammas like that. So again, if y'all have something, and we definitely hitting this on the road. So
we gotta put this on the road.
We gonna put this on the road, definitely. So, and again, we might be at that cookout. Well, I don't even think it's a mic. We gonna set up at that cookout, and we just gonna make it do what it do.
Just now.
Yeah, just now.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we gonna do that.
Hey guys, but yeah, we thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. Once again, thank you our special guest today, ADI retired Juggernaut, ADI retired. Musically inclined.
Hall of Fame, baby.
Yeah. Hall of Fame right here, our two legends, you know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm DJ, aka Logic.
Hey, KD Trendsetter.
Hey yo, this has been the last episode of Gamma Room. We'll see you on the next one. Okay.
DAG. Yeah.
DAG.